Happy spring, everybody. It's Carolyn and Jana here.
Here for the spring show.
Hope everybody's doing well out there. Jana wanted to kick us off with a little Native American drumming.
Yes.
She's quite an expert at Native American drumming.
Thank you.
So we are entering into the month of April.
Yes.
Man, the first quarter is already complete. It's amazing. And so, of course, April is all about Earth Day for us.
Absolutely.
Honoring the Earth.
Absolutely.
And really bringing attention to the fact that Earth is a living organism.
Oh my gosh, this is truly one of my favorite topics. I'm very passionate about this topic.
Yeah.
Because she is, and we've all heard about it and talked about it and watched our parents and our grandparents talk about it, but it's becoming very imperative that we really begin to pay attention to that message.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So before we jump into April, let's talk just a couple of quick things about March, because two really powerful events that occurred. One was the spring equinox, which was on the 20th of March. And that equinox really opened up what we refer to as like an energy portal that is allowing a tremendous amount of heavenly light, so to speak, to come onto the planet. And that is essentially occurring through these multiple layers and levels of consciousness shifts that we are all experiencing. Mm-hmm. The consciousness shift is actually occurring internally. And as the consciousness shift occurs internally, we are able to witness that on our external world. So the equinox was super powerful in opening up that. And when I talk about this influx of light, it's because of the sun's position and the fact that it is essentially sending off solar flares and CMEs. And anytime that happens and when it interacts with the Earth's atmosphere, we get this bump up.
Yes, we do.
In consciousness.
Yes. Yeah. Welcome to Physics 101.
Exactly.
Everything that's happening is alchemical.
Yes.
It's all chemistry. It's all alchemical.
And so as we're tying that into the Earth this month, as we head into April, that's part of what we're going to be discussing is our symbiotic relationship with the Earth.
Yeah.
So when the Earth experiences her changes, we too experience our changes.
Right. The microcosm to the macrocosm.
Exactly.
Right. Everything that's larger than us or everything we are larger than.
Yes.
Always has a microcosm, a smaller version.
Yes, exactly.
And everybody's going through this together.
Yeah.
Even space and everything that's happening in space, hence the solar event, the solar flares, anything solar that affects the Earth.
Yes.
Yeah, as it was meant to be. This is all coming down according to plan.
Yeah.
So.
And then the second piece we wanted to touch base on is the full moon in Libra, March 28th, which is actually happening right now as we make this video. So you may be watching this video a day or two after the full moon, but know that the most powerful times actually of the full moon is a couple of days before and a couple of days after. So because it's in the sign of Libra, whoop, whoop, drum roll. So for all you fellow Librans out there, this is your time. This moon is in Libra. And of course, Libra is all about balance. It's all about balancing the scales. So finding the balance within. It's also at 8 degrees. So another significant a number signifying prosperity, abundance. And there are, I think I read maybe 5 planets that are at 8 degrees with this full moon.
Didn't see that.
I believe it's in alignment with the Sun, Venus, Chiron, of course the Moon, and I want to say Uranus possibly. So
and all at 5 degrees.
All at 8 degrees.
All at 8 degrees, excuse me.
Yes.
So they're perfectly lined up.
Correct.
Right, creating a geometric pattern.
Yes.
Celestially.
Yes.
Which sets off a frequency.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's
yes.
cool.
So a lot of energetic activity, a lot of celestial activity astrological activity going on right now. For those of you that are new to astrology, there are some incredible people out there that talk about different just astrology reports, which you can gain some great information from. We, of course, have some wonderful local astrologists here in Knoxville. Margarita Ivanova is an excellent astrologer. We also work with an astrologer out of North Carolina, Marilyn DeMont, wonderful lady. And then for just more, broad span, Molly McCord is out there on YouTube, also has a podcast.
Great
and
podcast.
delivers wonderful information. And then, of course, Lee Harris, who is our energy report gentleman on YouTube. And then we have our own local energy report specialist, Kelly Rabori, who puts a energy report out there for us every month on in our newsletter.
And for all of my fellow Librans, if you're having any difficulty making decisions at this time, like for real, it could be if you're traveling, you can't figure out what to pack because you never know, or staring at a loaf of bread and you've got 4 choices in front of you and you're like paralyzed because again,
Got to have choices.
you got to have choices and it's got to be balanced. So know that this will pass. I am having these experiences since I'm speaking about it, I promise. But that's part of what's going on for anybody who's questioning why they feel so indecisive lately.
Yes.
It really is pulling. It's pulling at us.
Yeah.
So our job is to learn how to keep that as balanced as possible.
Yeah, and the other thing about this full moon also is that it is a supermoon, which essentially means it is closer to the Earth's atmosphere. So there is a greater pull on the tides, on the atmosphere, on us, on our energy fields. And so we really feel the intensity of this full moon.
Absolutely. And the salt in our blood, right? Remember the ocean. It's the same thing happening with us. So meaning just keep your hydration up.
Yeah.
Definitely keep it up.
Yes, hydration, great foods, lots of rest, wonderful time to meditate. Of course, it's always a wonderful time to meditate in my world. But meditation, of course, my favorite, journaling, and other things, because the full moon does have a tendency to bring things up within us, things that we want to clear and let go of the past and all of that good stuff. And again, if you're watching this video a couple of days later, no sweat. You're still in the wave of the full moon, so take advantage of it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So, all right, Jana, let's hop into April.
Let's go.
Kicking off this.
What do you want to talk about?
Kicking off the second quarter.
Second
Well,
off.
I guess the big thing I want to mention is Earth Day.
Absolutely.
We have-
April 22nd.
Yes, and we have that full day set aside for honoring the Earth.
Beautiful Mother Earth.
And
right?
there's so many wonderful things that we can do
Oh my
to
gosh.
honor her.
Right?
And just, again, her being a living organism and
Yes.
recognizing her as one.
Yes, absolutely. So grounding with her, grounding to her.
Yeah.
Right? Very important now. And as you know, we're always talking about grounding.
Yeah.
And it just happens to be as well, since this topic is so passionate for us. It was the perfect time to talk about other things that can assist us with that.
Right.
I mean, it's everything, and now from clothing to shoes, and we'll show you the shoes. But I received a book called Earthing.
Ooh,
and
yes. Keep talking, Jana.
I will keep talking. A good, 6, 7, 8 years ago, when I came to Tennessee. So this book is a good 10, 12 years old now, and now it's finding its life. It's incredible. It's great ideas. Number one, it's about obviously the history of earthing. Our ancestors were all roaming around in bare feet, right? Hunting in the cold, in the hot, right? Until they figured out some coverage. But they also knew that that was one of their strongest connections to Mother Earth, and they could hear her. They could, right? Just like
We'll feel the
all of us
hum.
today. You'll feel the hum.
Feel the hum, feel the vibration.
Yeah.
And because they were so dialed in with their feet,
Right.
and because we have energy centers, chakras in the feet,
We do.
then, when you go barefoot on the earth, you can actually feel the vibration of the earth,
Right.
especially if you go and stand on the ground, connecting in with the grass or the soil or the sand.
Absolutely.
You can literally feel that. And one of our biggest things as a society that has prevented us from feeling the vibration of the earth is our rubber-soled shoes.
Right. It completely cut the connection off.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, slowly more and more people are realizing to get back to leather sole shoes because it's a conduit.
And oddly enough, because we cut that vibration off, it actually causes more disease in the body.
Yeah.
Right?
Because there's no avenue to discharge.
Right.
The electrical part of who we are.
Yeah.
So it literally would just create a loop. It would bounce down to our feet and it comes right back up through our body.
Yeah.
Just why some people are so anxious, right? There's no exit.
Right.
To exit out, which is why we also will talk about kidney 1, which is right on the bottom of the foot. It's an old Chinese acupuncture point, very popular. I do it a lot on my clients. And as you can see from the picture, the easiest way to find it would be you just kind of follow down along the big pad of your big toe, right? And when you reach the bottom, you'll feel the edge of the pad. You're just going to go what we call medial. You're just going to go inside. So it's either going to be to the left or the right, depending on the foot, but toward the middle of the foot. Okay, toward the middle of the foot, but close to the pad. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just let us know. But you'll feel it. It's a divot. So you're going to find the edge of the big pad, and you're going to slide right to the middle of the foot, and you'll feel it. It's like just perfectly in line with that point, and then go to the middle of the foot.
Yeah.
And you'll find it.
And so you can press on that point, right? You can just
absolutely.
take your thumb, your fingers, and just gently press on that point. And that will actually bring the energy down through the body. What most people don't realize is that we all hold our energy about halfway through our body.
Don't follow it through.
And we don't follow it down through the ground. And a lot of that is, and so many of us have trouble with grounding. The reason for that is because we don't connect to the earth.
Right.
And so if we can take time to connect to the earth, then that energy pulls all the way down through the body.
Right? Because remember, Mother Earth, she carries a negative charge. We carry a positive charge. So hence, if we are feeling really ramped up a particular day, we're not grounded. And remember, that's when we tell people either take your shoes off and do your own acupressure at that point, or get your shoes off and get outside, okay? Even if for some weird reason you've just got a lot of cement around you, you can still intend, right? Watch that golden tube coming right through your whole body and out the bottom of your feet. Just remember roots, the roots of a tree. That's exactly what we're doing. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's the roots of a tree connecting in with the energetics of Mother Earth. Okay, she's built to take our energy. It's why she's an opposite. She's an opposite frequency. It's just like batteries. She's an opposite. It's very purposeful of why she's at her charge and we are at our charge. And take advantage. This is how it was meant to be when we all started this journey. A very long time ago.
Long time. Yes, and so.
And I'm sorry if I may.
Go
just
ahead.
one more.
Yeah.
Well, it's why we started with the drum, right? The beat of the drum, which I teach in my classes and I teach my students and my patients, works with your brain, and it takes you down to a certain meditative level. In a really good, like obviously if I had kept that going for 20 minutes, you would have fallen into what's known as theta stage. And it's just a nice meditative stage. You're very aware of everything. But we did that in honor for Mother Earth because she does have a beat. It's been recorded. She has a frequency she vibrates at, and she has a speed that she cycles at. So it's true. It's really important to utilize her, especially during this time. There's so much chaos. Utilize her to keep you calm, to calm the adrenals down, calm the adrenaline down.
Yeah.
Right. Use her strength. I promise you, she can handle it. She's going through her own motions, but she also knows that she's here for us.
And that's like, perfect segue into like literally building a relationship with her. and treating her as, again, a living organism, treating her with kindness, appreciating her, honoring her, things like ceremony, get together with your neighbors and sit outside. For those of you that have like a fire pit, create a fire in the backyard, in the fire pit, and sit around with friends and your tribe and just commune. Take your drums and some instruments and just play to your heart's content. It doesn't have to be anything formalized. I know Jana and I love doing that with our tribe members. We just get together, everybody grabs an instrument, and we just play and be and have fun. And so that's a wonderful way to honor her and connect with her and appreciate her and everything that she brings to us. The oxygen and the beautiful skies and the greenery and our trees and
the water
and the flowers and all those wonderful things. And take some time to pick up trash. I mean, it just amazes me, when I'll go, we'll go out on a walk or something and there'll just be trash everywhere. And sometimes we just carry a plastic bag with us and pick it up, a glove, plastic bag, pick it up. And, people are always saying, a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people say, I'm just one person, what can I do? But, if we all just did our part, the world would be a better place. And the thing is that we all have to take responsibility. There's not one person, not one organization that's going to save or fix us. We are the change. We are the change. So we have to be that change. So if you go out on a walk and you pick up trash, then you're putting this positive message into the universe just by your very action.
It's a very compassionate action.
It really is.
And that does get registered.
It really, really is.
It does get registered. So.
And there's some wonderful groups out there like 4Ocean that I know we try and support often. Just people that are doing cleanup and really taking care. There's some 1% for the planet groups. I mean, there's all sorts of wonderful ways you can get involved. But you don't even necessarily have to donate or purchase anything. You can just simply do your own part in your own backyard.
That's right.
You can recycle, make sure you're clear on the recycling rules in your area because they're all different now. But, just setting aside your recycling versus putting all that in the trash in the landfill. So, there's so many ways that you can honor the earth.
It's a beautiful thing.
Just even giving appreciation to her, just thanking her every day for what she does for us.
Her and the sun. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just give acknowledgement, right? Say thank you every now and then, preferably every day. But when you remember, just say thank you, because I promise you, she's got her journey going on now too that nobody talks about except the indigenous cultures. They're very aware of what's happening. But she's an amazing entity, and she had plenty of options to not be here, and still chose to be here for us, because she loves us that much. So that's why we love this topic. We love this month. It's a good thing.
It really is. So a couple of product type things that you all can look into for earthing, grounding. These are my favorite shoes in the entire world. I try and wear these year round. It gets a little cold in the winter for me. But these are Earth Runner shoes, and you can find these at Earth Runner. It's either .com or .org, but they're essentially these wonderful little sandals, and they have a copper point right on that K1 that Jana was talking about earlier. I feel so grounded in these shoes, and I actually can feel the connection to the earth. So the other thing that you can do is they have like DIY kits, so you can actually purchase these copper points. I've not done this part yet, but you can purchase the copper points and actually install them in your shoes, other shoes. So I've not attempted that one yet, but that is available. But check them out. They're really great. They're super comfortable. My feet, I feel so relaxed and actually stronger. My ankles actually, because I can feel that energy.
Right. And it's the kidney channel, right? It goes right through the ankles, and it actually begins the kidney channel begins at the bottom of the foot and it goes up, but it goes right through the bottom of the foot and through the ankle as it heads up the leg. And I think we found, excuse me, we found those was it the Earthing book?
I think actually one of our community members recommended those to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then, other things you can do are to, look at some EMF blockers, because all of our cell phones, our iPads, computers, we're so hooked into technology now. And that they emit a frequency, and that can really disturb our natural energy field. It can drain us, it can make us tired, it can cause eye fatigue, headaches. So it's really important to have some sort of protection on your devices. And there are all sorts of really, like Energy Tools International is a good one. What's Rion's?
Oh my gosh, I'm absolutely blanking.
Team Light. Essentially.
Team Light.
Yeah.
United. Oh yeah, sorry.
United Collective. Team Light.
That's it, United Collective.
Yeah, they've got some really good small orgonite pieces that you can put on your devices. There's crystals like shungite, tourmaline, which Jana, I think you were going to talk about tourmaline in just a minute.
Absolutely.
So there's that, and then there's also, you can get like sheets for your bed that have like grounding wires in them, copper wiring. You can put those. Also for your computer, you can get like a grounding pad that you can put beneath your feet. Right. And those are really good too.
Those are fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are a few ideas that you can do. And then again, this book, Earthing, great book.
Great book.
This book has a lot of just awesome information in it.
And easy to understand.
Yeah.
It really is.
Really, really
very
simple.
Very easy to understand.
Yeah. Really simple.
And earthing is nothing new, right? Again, the people, a couple of generations back, they were earthing again, and then obviously, like I said earlier, ancestral. But it's not a new topic. It was just an older topic that got swept aside. But we're finally getting to a point where the technology is getting stronger and stronger, and we do need to figure out how to be able to balance the technology that's coming out, and it is affecting us.
Absolutely.
It's affecting us on all levels. I know another great idea is for jewelry, right? This is a nice black tourmaline piece that was given to me for my birthday last year. And this was made by a shaman over in Joshua Tree, California. So this is a very sacred piece for me, and it's a very grounding, earthy piece for me, and I can feel it when I pick it up. And so something like that, right? That's nice. Or make whatever you want. Again, lots of necklaces now that are being created. Lots of bracelets, necklace. I have a toe ring. I just started wearing my toe ring again. I wore one for a very long time, up till probably about 5 years ago or so.
Yeah.
A little more maybe. And I knew I just needed to take it off for the time being.
Yeah.
And I just was called again to pick it up.
Yeah.
So I went and got a fresh one, a new one. And it's silver, it's sterling silver, so it'll keep me grounded. Silver is yin, it's quiet, keeps me grounded.
And we have a couple of really great community members that specialize in jewelry. One is Jana Ekins. Jana Ekins has a beautiful website with, all sorts of stones, necklaces that can be worn for protection, grounding, all of that. Also, Emily Maggard has some beautiful like anklets and bracelets. Utilizing other stones that help with grounding as well. So those are on our website at holisticinstituteofwellness.com. Under our marketplace, you can check out Jana and Emily and see what they offer, because it's always great to have just a nice piece that you connect with like that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. That's why in this, I was just looking at my necklace. This is all sandalwood. It's organic.
Yep, me too.
So again, right, organic pieces, that just helps with the grounding and connection with Mother Earth. Just stay away from synthetic as best you can.
Yeah.
No.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right. Well, since we are honoring the earth, I thought, and Jana, I don't know if you want to do this, but if you do, if you want to drum a minute while I just take people through
drum?
a little.
I can do that.
A little.
Meditation?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Wow. Yes. Let's do that, and we'll draw a card.
Okay.
And we're going to be utilizing the Native Spirit deck today.
Perfect.
In honor of our dear Mother.
Mother Earth.
Okay.
I love those cards.
All right, everybody. So I'm going to have you take a nice couple of deep breaths. We'll let Jana kick us off a little bit. And everybody just taking some nice, comfortable deep breaths. Connecting into the breath. Allowing yourself to center into your body. And let's just all draw our attention down to the soles of our feet. And imagine our energy connecting to the earth. As Jana mentioned earlier, like energetic roots. Just flowing into the earth, into the ground. And feeling that energy at your feet. Feeling it coming all the way down through the body. Taking a nice deep breath in. And then bringing your attention back up to your heart space. And as you're grounded and connected to the earth, just take a moment to think of one thing you would just really like to release while we're still in this full moon energy. Any old habits, fears, behaviors, conditioning. Whatever you'd like to let go of. Just let the drum carry it away for a few moments. Let's set a positive intention for the month of April as we enter into honoring Gaia as a living organism. How we can be better stewards of the earth. How we can give back to her as she gives so much to us. And then let us all call upon the Great Spirit in asking for guidance today through this beautiful card deck. Asking for a message, a collective message that will apply to each individual listening to this recording. And then taking one more nice, comfortable, deep breath in. Thank you. So be it.
So be it.
And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you, Jana. That was lovely.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Nice. Medicine woman, medicine man. Wow. Very, very. That makes perfect sense. It's beautiful.
All right. Medicine woman, medicine man.
I don't think I've ever pulled this one.
So the message is that profound inner and outer healing is occurring. You're a natural healer. You're on the mend, and or a situation is being resolved. Have faith that it's happening. You are a sacred healer. You are a medicine woman or medicine man of the soul. Your native spirit wants you to know every indigenous culture has a tradition of healers. Depending on the culture, they are called medicine men, medicine women, shamans, tahangas, kahunas, sarganas, or curanderos.
Curanderos.
Oh, thank you.
Curanderos.
Oh, very good.
Curanderos.
Very good.
Peru-
Excellent.
Peruvian.
Among others, in every tradition, they're the individuals who are able to step between worlds to gain information, wisdom, and healing energies from their spirit allies. When this card chooses you, you are at the advent of healing emotional, physical, and mental wounds. Perfect for the full moon, right?
God, seriously.
Additionally, a powerful healing force is activating within you.
Nice.
The journey. Nature is one of our greatest healers. So spend time with the trees, soak up the rays of the sun, and dance in the rain. Everything in nature has the intrinsic ability to restore itself. You are a part of the natural world, so you also have this innate ability. Often healing needs to occur on the inner planes before it can manifest on the outside. To assist this process, focus on what's great and let go of what isn't working. Hold a vision of the solution that you desire. Be patient and trust that recovery is occurring in its own time and in its own way.
Wow.
Very appropriate.
Well said. Very appropriate.
Yes.
Okay.
Nature is indeed one of our greatest healers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That was a good poll.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much
Thank you for joining us.
today, and we wish everyone an abundant-filled April. Stay the course, stay focused, stay grounded,
Yes.
and stay connected to the earth.
Yes.
Many blessings.
Many blessings.